So somebody asked me this question when we were reading teaching of Lord Chaitanya, that Krishna is mentioned as Atmaram, so he's self-satisfied. And then why does he expand himself into so many incarnation, expansions, and then seek pleasure out of those relationships? So if he is Atmaram, he should be happy with it. That's why it is mentioned that Krishna was confused on like how much love Radharani does to him, and though I am giving so much trouble to her, but still she is more happy, more feeling more bliss than me, and that is the reason, one of the internal reason for Krishna to appear as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So is this like Krishna is lacking something, and to fill that gap, he needs to extend so that he can have extended happiness? And if so, then what is the meaning of Krishna being a Atmaram? Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
The point to understand is that all the energies of Krishna are within Krishna. They are not outside of Krishna. So Radharani is internal energy. That's what this word internal means, is it is within Krishna, not outside of Krishna. In our case, we seek happiness outside of us. The energy that we see around us is not our internal energy. It is not inside of us. It is outside of us. Which means, basically inside outside का मतलब क्या है? Inside means it is part of you. It is within you. And external means it is not in you. It is not part of you. It is outside of you. So point is that when we seek happiness outside of us. Whatever we want to enjoy, that is not part of us. That is separate from us. But whereas when Krishna enjoys, the energy is within himself, not outside of himself. It is part of Krishna only. Radharani is not actually separate. It is part of Krishna. She is part of Krishna. She came from inside of Krishna. Krishna's internal energy is manifest apparently in an external way, just for the sake of pastimes. Krishna, the beautiful thing is, Krishna plus all part and parcels is equal to Krishna. And similarly, Krishna minus all the part and parcels is also equal to Krishna. Right? So therefore, this parts and parcels of Krishna, although they appear to be outside of Krishna, they are actually part of Krishna. So therefore, he is enjoying within himself only. Atmarama. Atmarama का मतलब यही है. He does not need anything other than him for his enjoyment. So therefore, that's the main point, that although it appears that Krishna is externally dealing with his devotees are outside of Krishna, and you mentioned about various incarnations. Those incarnations are doing leelas, like Narasimhadev is protecting Prahlad, killing Hiranyakashipu. But we should understand that all these personalities are not outside of Krishna. That is why there is no difference between Krishna and his body, because Krishna and his energies are not different. The energies of Krishna are also part of Krishna. So the body of Krishna and Krishna himself are not different, because there is nothing in this universe that is separate from Krishna. Everything is Krishna. Like even the deities, for example. What is the deity? Even if it is made of wood or stone, that is nothing but Krishna's energy. So for Krishna there is no inside or outside. So whatever energy is there is Krishna only. It is within Krishna only. It's like me and my finger are not different. My finger is part of me, so it is me. अगर आप मेरे फिंगर को हर्ट करोगे तो मैं नहीं करूँगा you hurt my finger. I say you hurt me, because the finger is also me. So similarly, the deity is also Krishna. So therefore, Krishna can be present as the deity or as anything else. And any person also in this material world also is actually part of Krishna. But because that person has forgotten Krishna, therefore he is feeling that I am separate from Krishna. But for Krishna, from Krishna's point of view, Nothing is separate. So the very nature of Krishna is bliss, raso vaisaha. So it is not correct to say that Krishna is confused. It's not that Krishna does not know anything, but he knows what is love of Radharani, but that love of Radharani is actually his very essence. That is Krishna's Swarupa Shakti. That means his very essence. Raso vaisaha. Krishna himself is rasa. The rasa that is experienced by Radharani is the very Swarupa of Krishna. So he wants to experience himself, basically. By experiencing the love of Radharani, he is experiencing himself. You understand? As Brahma Sutra, as Vedanta Sutra says, Raso Vaisaha, that means that rasa is Krishna, or Krishna is rasa. And the highest rasa is that Vipralamba Bhava, that service and separation that Radharani feels. That is Krishna himself. So he is basically wanting to experience himself only. What is Krishna? Krishna is rasa, and Krishna wants to experience rasa. So Krishna is experiencing himself. That is the meaning of Atmarama. Atmarama means what? He is arama. He is taking pleasure in himself. So if that rasa is himself, so he is taking pleasure in himself. That is exactly the definition of Atmarama. I hope that makes sense. Hare Krishna.